Good evening. Welcome to Western Hemisphere Alternative Programming News. I'm Kung Pao Chikin. Today is June 18th. Tonight's top story, what's happening with Australia? Scientists have developed new technologies that have allowed them to see what the Earth will look like in 5 years. Ree Porter of WHAP News has this story.
Here at Scorpio Labs in Ayers Rock, Australia, an incredible scientific development is allowing scientists to see the surface of the Earth in 5 years, as well as predict climates and weather patterns. However, the development has shed light on the inevitable future of the Earth should we continue to pollute it and leave it uncared for. I talked to Justin Time, a longtime researcher of global warming and the effects of it on our future.
Every year, cars, aircrafts, and power plants emit carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere.
Tell me, just in time, what kind of effects do these greenhouse gases have on the Earth?
They're all negative. They're gases that prevent radiation on the Earth from escaping into space. This means all the heat gets trapped in our atmosphere and the temperature of the Earth rises each year.
I see, but what does that mean for us?
There aren't a lot of immediate effects. Things are going to happen gradually. First, the polar ice caps are going to melt.
I hear that a lot, but what does it really mean?
Sea levels rise, and that means more flooding, shore erosion, and hurricanes.
How'll Australia change?
Things will get even hotter. In fact, the continent will no longer be suitable for practical living by 2100.
Really? That's pretty harsh, just in time.
Indeed.
But there is hope. At the same laboratory, the fight against global warming continues. Next, I spoke with Mike Roch about the fight against global warming.
Has anyone seen Mike Roch?
What? You don't know where Mike Roch is? There he is.
Oh, there! So, Mike Roch, is global warming really inevitable?
It's not just inevitable, Ree. It's already beginning.
Well, is there anything we can do to slow it down?
Well, some of the options we're thinking about are nuclear power, wind power, and biofuels.
I see. What are biofuels?
Biofuels are basically fuels like gasoline and diesel and oil, but they're made from things like algae and organic materials.
Okay, and the nuclear power, what's that all about?
Nuclear power is basically using the power of an atomic bomb to create electricity.
That sounds dangerous.
It is, but like all things, nuclear power has its pros and cons.
What are the pros?
The pros are it's efficient, it's reliable, and for the most part, it's safe.
For the most part. But what are its cons?
Well, it's costly, if in the possibility that a meltdown does occur, the results are just catastrophic.
I see. What about wind power?
If we were to use wind power to its full potential, we'd have roughly 5 times the amount of energy that we have right now. But to make room for the turbines that we make wind power out of, we'd have to cut down all the trees and deforest land, which would anger the tree huggers, and the government just doesn't want to deal with that right now.
I'm sure they don't. Well, that was very informative. Thank you, Mike Roch. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Ree. Our next story, rates of teen pregnancy. Should we be more aware? After the commercials.
I am Kent Uehara, and today I'm here to show you a brand new, amazing new product, the paper towel. Paper towels. They're divided into individual little squares. It doesn't. If you pull too hard, it rips. It soaks up 1,000 times its weight in water. Look at it's just soaking up all the water. You can rip it in half. Now you have 2 paper towels, and you rip it a little more. You got all these squares. Look at all these squares. Call this number now to buy the paper towel for 3 easy payments of $19.99.
Welcome back. Our next story, rates of teen pregnancy are lowering, but is it enough? Studies show that rates are decreasing, but teens are apathetic about teen pregnancies. The number of teen pregnancy has decreased by 36% since 1990, but is it enough? Broccoli is in the interview room with teen parents and their child to talk about their experiences and how the pregnancy has changed their lives. Brock?
They were just an ordinary couple without any cares until it happened. We're here today with Barb Dwyer and Frank Enstein, parents of Bartholomew Dillon, a result of a careless teenage pregnancy.
Hello,
Brock.
How long did you two know each other before it happened?
2 days.
Wow, so you two really don't know each other that much at all. What do you think that says about most teens?
I don't think we were taking things seriously enough, and we weren't thinking about our future and our consequences. It's just like most teens would.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
Well, is there anything you'd like to say to other teens who are thinking of partaking in sexual activity?
I would say not to do it because the consequences of your actions aren't worth it. You should practice abstinence, most definitely.
I think that the parents around us were partially responsible. Like, they didn't warn us or anything.
I felt like I could talk to my parents more about this stuff. This wouldn't have happened.
So do you think the rates of teen pregnancy would be lowered if parents are more open-minded and less judgmental?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not only my parents' fault. Teens need to realize that these things really can happen.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. Thank you, Barb Dwyer and Frank Enstein, for giving us some information about your situation.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
We just don't want kids to ruin their future like we did.
Thanks, Brock. We're going to go to a short commercial break. When we come back, pop culture's effects on society.